What is going on, peasants? My name is JB, and we are back here today for week 12 of the PCL. This week we are taking on Root, coach of the New Jersey Brobats, with basically everything on the line. We win and we're in playoffs, we lose and we're out. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. So let's go ahead and get into the matchup. For those of you who remember back to the regular season, we lost this game 5-0 on a low damage roll. He was Shift Gear Magirna, and I missed the damage roll, and he swept me because I didn't bring priority. So it was real unfortunate. But let's go ahead and get into the team he is bringing. You can see over there, he has a Tornadus T, Kobo Owazimus, Tentacruel, Crocodile, Electros, Pyro Owazimus, Magirna, Zygarde 10%, Expelled, Celebi, and Mega Manectric. Last time he brought Torn T. Oh god, hold on, I can. It doesn't matter. Last time he brought Torn T, Crook, Eel, Magirna, Celebi, and Expelled, I want to say. But anyway, yeah, in terms of big threats, obviously Magirna, it 5-0'd me last game. Got to be careful not to let it do that again. He was weakness policy, shift gear, so I got to be very careful there. Como is of course a huge threat. It can just set up and sort of do Como things and just win. Same with Zygarde, it can just kill everything. Specs Expelled is super annoying to switch into for my team. Celebi can be annoying if it's like a nasty plot variant, or even like a bulkier Leech Seed variant could also be annoying. Torn T is one of the most annoying Pokemon in the game. Yes, no, I love me some Torn T. And the Mega Manectric being stupidly fast. Eel, I don't really have much of a way to hit Eel outside of a water type, so yeah, that's a big yikes. And then Pyroar is just an annoying hard hitter as well. Both Expelled and Pyroar just being annoyingly hard hitting normal types is kind of an issue, honestly. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the team that we brought. Again, shout outs to the people. I almost said the front office. I don't have a front office. Shout out to the homies who helped build. Dorian, Dai, Shay, Pat, pretty much everyone chipped in because we were just chilling in call one night and we pretty much threw this team together. So let's go ahead and get into the squad. First off, we have Dorian, the Zeraora with Titanium Z. The moves are Plasma Fist, Knockoff, Close Combat, and Taunt. With speed, I believe, for Mega Manectric, if I'm not mistaken. That would make sense, right? Oh gosh, I don't even have it set to level 50. What am I doing? What are you doing, bruh? Make that a nice and jolly boy, doesn't it? Yeah, 206 speed. We have speed for Mega Manectric, and basically, Titanium Z. He really does not appreciate switching into Titanium Z into Plasma Fist. Should kill a similar set to the Magirna he brought last time. If he brought like not a ton of HP, if he's a similar set, unless he's like max HP, Titanium Z into Plasma Fish should kill. I can also taunt stuff like the Torn. I can taunt stuff like the Crook if he's not Scarf, which he was last time. I can taunt Magirna even to prevent Shift Gear. I can taunt Celebi to keep it from getting up rocks. Taunt's just nice and gentle for his team. I can taunt the Eel because he was Super Fang Toxic last time. That'd be super nice to keep that thing from spreading Toxic on my team. So basically that's the idea there. Next up we have Dark Skies, the Mega Gyarados with Crunch, Earthquake, Rest Talk, and Rest and Sleep Talk. With max HP, a little bit of physical defense and some special defense, and the speed is for uninvested base 100, which would be Tentacruel, which could actually be a base 100 you don't run speed on, which is weird. Speed tier I hit a lot for uninvested base 100s, which almost never seems to work, but hey, it might actually work against the Tentacruel, we'll see. But Crunch and Earthquake hit pretty much everything at least neutrally. Crunch hit more things than Waterfall, so we decided on that, but we need Earthquake as Mold Breaker. Earthquake is one of my best ways of dealing with Electros. And then, again, Crunch hitting stuff like the Celebi is super nice. Hitting stuff like the Torn neutrally is super nice. Hitting Tentacruel neutrally. Hitting Zygarde, as well as like the, stuff like that. And the Spadef allows us to live a modest, unboosted Flirt Cannon. I'm pretty sure was the roll. We went for it with max HP. We do have one massive 130 Spadef with a Careful Nature. I'm pretty sure we live a modest Flirt Cannon. I know we live Timid Flirt Cannon. I don't remember if we live modest, but I would assume we did. Otherwise, I would have put more investments in. I wouldn't have left it at that. So probably live that. And then the Fizz Def allows us not to be O-code by unboosted
Coma O Close Combat. So that is that. Next up we have Shaolin with a Troy Scarf, Reckless High Jump Kick, because if I haven't learned now, I will never learn to, you know, not click High Jump Kick because I'm a man. We have Troy Scarf, Reckless High Jump Kick with Stone Edge, Knockoff, and U-Turn, of course, with speed for max speed Celebi. U-Turn is nice for pivoting, but basically he does not have a lot that likes to switch into High Jump Kick. His only outright resists are Celebi, Torn, and Tentacruel. None of which appreciate losing their items, and none of which appreciate, you know, just being U-turned on. We have Stone Edge to hit the Torn specifically in case he wants to, you know, keep making that play. Can, you know, click Stone Edge there. Basically, Magearna takes like 40 something from Reckless High Jump Kick if he's like, he had like 44 HP I think last time. So if he's like that set again, he takes like 45-ish from freaking High Jump Kick, which will put him in range of a lot of other things on my team. So yeah, it's just really spammable against this team, and seeing it's spammable, I can just, you know, hope I don't miss, because, you know, missing sucks. Next up, we have the Conquistador making his return with our Magmortar, with Assault Vest moves are Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Earthquake, and Mach Punch. We are max HP, max enough to completely take on Magearna. The only move that Magearna typically runs that can hit this would be either Thunderbolt or Aura Sphere. Everything else we pretty much resist. Dual Stab, of course, Ice Beam we resist, and basically this is my main switch into Magearna, as it doesn't really deal with it too well. Focus Blast into Mach Punch kills non-invested Crook, or like a semi-invested Crook. I don't remember the exact specifics there, but that's the idea. If we predict Crook, click Focus Blast and then Mach Punch should kill. After that, then we have Flamethrower, of course, for the you know, the Magearna, the Celebi, stuff like that. And then we have Earthquake to deal with Mega Magic if he wants to bring that as well, which he did not bring last time, but you know, you still have to prep for it. Next up, we have Skywalker, our Lenda T, with the Yachi Berry. The moves are Stealth Rock, Earthquake, U-Turn, and Stone Edge. We have 132 speed, which will allow us to outspeed. I want to share max speed. Come on. 132 speed. What the hell is that for? Let's do some investigating. Nope. 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 Don't worry, boys. We'll figure it out together. Yes, we outspeed that, but by a lot. So that's not what I was hitting. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's this guy. It's you, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's you, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, we speed tie because I'm stupid. I think that's a super training thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, we speed tie with Timid. Expel because it wasn't paying attention. But anyway, we have Earthquake. Pretty much hits a lot of things very well, aside from the Torn, which we have, of course, Stone Edge for, and then U-Turn for pivoting. Basically, it's here for rocks, and if he is Bolt Beam, Magearna, or something similar, we do have Yachi Berry, and again, if he's not Shuka, it should drop the Magearna spread he bought last time. Basically, the same idea there. And then last but certainly last, we have Night King, the Kyurem, with Sub, Roost, Earth Power, and Ice Beam. Very self-explanatory set. The 159 speed is for, oh dear God, why did I do this? So that's for max speed Como. Boom, got it, nailed it. But yeah, basically Sub, Roost, Como, or Kyurem, excuse me, puts in a ton of work against them. The combination of Ice Beam plus Earth Power hits pretty much his entire team super effectively, outside of the Eel, of course, and the X-Cloud. I believe it doesn't hit. Those are the only things it does not hit super effectively. So it puts in a ton of work. If we can, you know, keep our sub up, that would be super swell. And much like my BBL video from earlier this week, which you should go check out, haha, we're going to be doing some live editing. I'm just going to click this button right here, and boom, we're in the game. Oop, that's the wrong game. Oh, it's because it's not still recording. Oh, dear. There we go. There we go. I totally am not recording these right back to back. That's definitely not what's happening.
But anyway, you can see he ended up bringing the Exploit, the Pyroar, the Magearna, the Zygarde, Zypupper, Electros, and Celebi. So I believe I decided to lead off with Scarf Me and Shell because I'm me. So let's go ahead and see what transpires in this game. Good luck, have fun to Roots, and may the best man make playoffs, hopefully. We shall see. It's one of the most important games of our career, and hopefully we can come out on top. So he is going to lead with the Exploit, as I do in fact lead with Shaolin. And I decided to kind of overpredict and perhaps misplay here, so I decided to U-turn out turn 1. I expected him to go Celebi on, you know, the Mon that could just kill your Exploit turn 1, but he decides to make a man play, stay in, and just click Specs Boom Burst, and I have no switch in, so I decide that Dorian is the most expendable member, and rest in peace, my guy. Thanks for coming. You pick your bags up at the desk. I don't know, whatever, but I just go right back into Shaolin. And I decided to click High Jump Kick this time, as this time he does go out into the Celebi. So really aggressive play there, which I can totally respect. He predicted the U-turn very well, so I can still get off a reckless High Jump Kick against Celebi. You can see that does right at 25%, so not exactly damaged. I do switch out here into the Night King, as he will go for, I believe, just his Stealth Rocks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he does just decide to go for Rocks. Which is a solid play, you know, get him up. And but I'm sitting here as a nice, you know, Kyurem, and the Celebi can't really do a whole lot to me. So the only move that I'm really scared of breaking my sub is Psychic. So I'm not really sure he'd bring it on this more defensive set like Stealth Rock. So I decided to click sub as he goes into the eel, which is honestly fine with me. I get a nice little sub up, and I can just start spamming Ice Beam against him. He's very, very weak to Ice Beam. As I believe he did not bring the Tentacle, if I'm not mistaken. But I can just, you know, fire off a nice Ice Beam. You can see that does a little under half to the ill. He can go for knockoff, which will break my sub. That's a little bit unfortunate there. Excuse me, still a little bit sick. Because like I said, I'm totally not recording this right after my BBL game. That definitely didn't happen. But yeah, you can see how that knockoff did unfortunately break my sub. I decided to go for Ice Beam here, as it potentially killed, but more importantly, I kind of don't mind getting knocked off, as you may or may not be able to tell that knockoff isn't really doing much more than 25%. So with that information and this eel being very low, I decided to sub again as he switches out. So I get another nice sub up as he goes into the Magearna, which is okay with me. I can sub, just get another one up, because another knockoff would not break my sub, which is swell. And I decided to go ahead and roost in front of the Magearna. I can 2-hit KO with Earth Power at any time if he wants to stay in, but he does decide to switch out there, as I decided to Earth Power in case he wanted to just click setup, because I would still be behind the sub and I would 2-hit KO with Earth Power. That was the thought process. If he wasn't shook, I would 2-hit KO. Well, I mean, I probably would have still 2-hit KO'd anyway, because that means he would die to the next Earth Power. Either way, I 2-hit KO'd with Earth Power, so I decided to go for Earth Power in case he decided to set up. He didn't set up, he went back to ill, so I can get my roost off here. And the only move he could have that would break my sub would be like Super Fang, but he decides to go for a U-turn, which you can see will not break my sub, which is fine. So I'm just sitting here as a Kyurem. He goes into Speaker Box, which is the this thing. I don't know. X-Blood. So I can fire off an Ice Beam. I do outspeed. Boom Burst does, of course, go through sub. Hopefully I can pick up this KO. I do not. That's real unfortunate. But he goes for Boom Burst, which will, of course, like I said, go through sub. My god, I lived on 4 HP, PogChamp. So I'm able to get off an Earth Power, which covered the Magearna switch if he wanted to make that again, predicting the Ice Beam. So I am able to pick off the Speaker Box, X-Blood, which is cool. But he is able to go in. Oh, hey, he has another Mon with a sound-based move that will go through my sub. He just goes into the this thing right after, which I feel like, you know, Kyurem has more than done his job. It's weakened a couple things. It got a kill, so I'm okay with letting Kyurem go down to the Hyper Voice there. Good job, Kyurem. You did your thing. You did your thing. You did what you were designed to do. But I can just bring in Shaolin here, and he basically has to pick a stack at this point. He does still have the Celebi alive, but Celebi's not can't switch into it forever. He goes for a Hyper Voice, which I do live if he was Scarf, which he was Scarf last time as well. And thankfully, I do live the Hyper Voice, and thankfully, I hit a high jump kick, 2 for 2. And the that thing, the Pyroar, excuse me, goes up. So he can bring in the Zypupper here, And the pupper's gonna do all sorts of pupper things, and I really don't want to lose my shell in yet because I can, still spam high jump kick. Predict the extreme speed here as he makes just a super ballsy play. And get the intimidated off as he goes for 1,000 arrows. I'm not sure if he was Scarf Pupper or not, but if he wasn't, he died to high jump kick. So again, just man is putting his dick all over the table this game, which I respect. But I can get Lando T in here, and I can just, I believe I go for Stealth Rock. Okay, I get my Rocks up. I'm not really sure why, but just start tripping his team down, putting him in high jump kick range even more so. I'm pretty sure he was banded to do that much damage to my Lando T with what's it called? 1,000 arrows. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he was actually banded. Banded Pupper. So he's actually just I'm gonna click Stone Edge against the Eel, which will take that thing out, which is nice. So he goes into the Magearna. I decided to click Earthquake. I'm not really sure why he went Magearna when he had Celebi alive, but I'm okay with that because Magearna's dead. We take those. Rest in peace, Magearna. Lando T actually doing something. So he goes back into the Pupper, which I believe he's forced to click Outrage at this point, which, kind of isn't cool because that will kill my Lando T, and I kind of want to keep my Lando T alive, but I don't really have the best switch in, as he goes for another 1,000 arrows. So that's 2,000 arrows. That's so many arrows. Stop littering, Pupper. But I can go for an Earthquake, which I do live the 1,000 arrows, so maybe he was Scarf. I'm not really sure. I don't know. But either way, the Pupper's down to Earthquake. Lando T doing 3 things. Like, Lando T did all the things this game. Shout out to Lando for actually showing up to a game for once. But he can bring in the Celebi, which at this point is his last Pokemon. And I am just able to click U-turn here and get whatever I want in to finish off the Celebi because it does kill finish range. And your Arkansas Razorwinds have actually secured a playoff spot for once in like ever, it feels like. But yeah, we are going to the playoffs in the PCL. Hopefully we can make it back to the finals like we did last year and avenge our loss. But again, very, very, very good game to Root. He played well. He made aggressive plays, which he had to do in this type of a game, in this sort of playoff based scenario where you kind of just have to make plays and hope they throw your opponent off. So I definitely respect the plays he made. He did what he thought he had to do to win the game, and I definitely respect where he was coming from with the stop process and all that stuff. But I am also very happy to be back in playoffs because, man, it's been a rough couple of months and rough few weeks in this league. So it's very nice to be back on the winning side of things. I'm not going to spoil who we play in the first round because I'm not sure if / when those video that will be announced, or if that will be a thing that we are saving for announcements. So I'm not going to say who I play. I do know who I play, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say it, so I'm not going to say it. But just know it is a rematch from someone we played earlier this season, so you can go look and put like 7 and 12 together and maybe find out that wasn't the weeks. Wait, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, we are in playoffs, and hopefully, like I said, we can make another run in the finals. That would be the best. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, be sure to go check out Root as well as all the other coaches whose videos are going up today. And I will see you all in the playoffs. Peace.